Hey guys, this is NHSTL6. Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Sword of Seals. We just finished Chapter 11, which was a bit of a doozy. Thankfully, Chapter 12 is not really that bad. Alright, this is the Jutes Island. To rescue the people of the Western Isles, Roy headed for Juto. That's not... It says the name in English. I don't really think that it's open for translate. Whatever. The Isle's largest city, the Etrurian capital, was located there. According to Elfin Lord Arkard, who was in charge of supervising the Western Isles, was an Etrurian of high nobility, but not of high importance to the Etrurian government. Ah, interesting. Roy was still worried about Etruria's response to his attack in the capital, but to rescue the people, he had to get rid of Arkard as soon as possible. That was pretty quick. Alrighty. Okie doke. Let's see what we got here, huh? Check out the boss. We have Alucard. According to this. That's not what his name says, but alright. So as you can see, this chapter is pretty straightforward. You're going to be forced to split up into two groups, obviously. You got your right wing and your left wing. So you're going to take your Democrats over on this side. It's recommended that you bring a thief, or at least door and chest keys, but let's be real, friends. Thief is much easier in this regard, because they can do both of those things without requiring multiple items. So you're going to want to get all of them because they're really sweet. You're going to want to put Lou on the left side because you can recruit a character with him. And Kath is going to make a reappearance. So make sure you talk to her with Roy if you so desire. I'm going to deposit Roy's armor... in favor of the Worm Slayer. You'll see why much later. Okay, let's see... And I'm going to have to rearrange some people. I don't need Thane. I mean, Lena would be good to train, but I definitely want to make sure I bring, what's-his-face, Astel. He'll actually be quite useful in this chapter, to be honest. I can't bring anybody else, so... Yeah. Oh, wait. I will remove the Lena in favor of Ched. Obviously because having Astel around to open those doors and whatnot is far more efficient and helpful than having Lena putz around maybe not being able to kill somebody because she can't hit to save her life. So Astel wins the effectiveness position here. Let's see what promotion items I've got. Two hero crests. Not sure if I'll promote OJ. Depends upon if I get another one. So I got two hero crests. I don't remember getting a knight crest, but obviously one of those will go to Alan or Lance. I have an Orion Bolt, an Elysian Whip, and a Guiding Ring. The Guiding Ring is most likely going to go to Lou. Lou's actually quite close to promotion. He will hit that mark quite soon, and that's about all that I need to be concerned about for the time being, I do believe. So let's talk about formation for a moment. There are far more magic users that are on this side, so obviously I'm gonna bring my thief that's better. Oh wait, well, that's an interesting development. I didn't realize that Asta was level 10. Well, his resistance is 3, so I slightly take back what I said. I'm gonna leave Saul on the left side because the right side is it's not as hard to get to your units. Let's see. I got two swordsmen on that side. I got both my cavaliers on this side. Well, let's trade out Alan in favor of Rutger. There we go. That looks fair to me. And yeah, don't forget to bring Lou. Keep him on the left side. That's where you'll need him. And sword users are much appreciated here. There's tons of axe users as usual. So, actually no, I don't want Deke here. I want Deke on this side. So that way I can focus on getting OJ some level ups. Maybe he'll turn out for the best. But anyway, that looks like enough for now. And you have to finish this, in order to advance to the Gaiden chapter, you gotta finish this one in 20 turns, which is not hard. So, yeah, don't worry about it too much, it's really not that difficult. Uh-oh, a little tree burn action here. His life is in danger. Secret weapon, huh? Ooh, that would be pretty bad. Check out that guy's mustache, though. The aisles are obviously pretty important. Here's Elfin. He looks kind of like Edward from Final Fantasy IV. That's just a thought. I'm talking about a human that turns into a dragon. That's interesting. We'll find out what that means shortly, I assure you. But anyway, let's not waste any time here. We don't really have a lot of time to begin with, so we only got 20 turns. Not a lot of pressure, but definitely... Oh, poop. That's fine. Definitely no time to poke. Gotta keep things nice and efficient, fast-paced, as always. Alright. As you can see, Rutger is quite formidable now. This is why I like him over Fur, just because he hits harder. Which is important, because if you're going to do a critical, if you can do 3 times as much damage, might as well do as much as possible. Exactly. The likelihood of him getting strength points is much more frequent than Fur's, which is why he is my choice. And Lance is actually the better of my 2 Cavaliers, so unless I get a Nightcrest very soon, I'm probably going to wind up promoting him and do a Paladin before Alan. Maybe, maybe not. It's all dependent on how things go, because I don't want one to get overpowered before the other one gets a chance, you know, yada yada, that stuff. Okay. So there are a lot of enemies in this chapter. Many of them are unpromoted, but there are a couple promoted enemies which could prove troublesome if you're not paying attention. And here's their secret weapon apparently. This is Ein. Looks kind of sinister here. He's got red eyes, red cloak, huh? Dragon? Mamcoot. Huh. I got this little green-haired guy. Looks kind of like Lou. Observe the dragon's power, huh? Huh. So apparently that little green-haired guy is a shaman. Interesting. This guy's not gonna hit Chad. Fighter with a hand axe, no match for a thief. And also you have to deal with these stupid archers. These guys will be nothing but a nuisance for a long time. Especially that sniper that's on the far side. And that shaman, I think, knows Eclipse. Oh, this guy. Ooh, this guy will be troublesome. I don't have the barrier staff with me either, which is bad. So it looks like Chad is not going to be moving too far. Oh, it's not barrier, it's the restore staff. That's what I meant to say. Okay, well, while we can, I'm going to kill these guys. Nothing's worse than having stupid archers attempting to pick you off when you're not paying attention. You've got a unit that's down in the dumps with only a couple HP left and you're not paying attention. Accidentally line them up with one of these archers and there you go, you just lost one of your characters and you gotta start over. So in order to prevent that from happening, I'm just gonna eliminate them now before they get a chance to make any headway on my team. I'm also going to want to kill that shaman very soon, because he will be nothing but a nuisance with his Book of Eclipse I think he has. Eclipse, not very accurate of a magic, but at the same time it will take off half of your health if it does hit you. I believe the accuracy is like 30. 10. Okay, so even worse. So he has a 10% chance to hit you, but if he does, there goes half your HP. And the worst part about that is when you're not paying any attention and that somehow does manage to hit you. That's annoying. And I also gotta get these priests. This one, okay, this is just one of them has sleep, but still, ugh. That's the worst. And now that Chad's asleep, I can't technically open those doors to get to those chests, so we'll come back to that. And you also need to be careful with this guy right here, because he can destroy your team. He's got a silver bow, and he's nothing but trouble. I'll tell you that for a fact. But good thing we brought Geese along this side to deal with this knight. Kind of sad that this game doesn't really feature a knight that is sturdy, like Oswin. Oswin is a fantastic unit, but I don't think you're gonna find a character that can match his level of excellence. At least not as far as I'm concerned. Not that I've seen one. There are knights in other games that are formidable to Oswin, but definitely not the same level of quality. Alright, Alan is leveled up. He is now 19. Oof, he needed that level up. It's one thing about Alan that upsets me, is that if he could just hit, that's all he would need, because he's a smidge stronger than Alan, which is nice, but he just can't hit anything to save his life. Alright, so we're going to have to be careful here. I unfortunately cannot kill this fighter, so I'll need to watch out with where I put Clarine. She could be in some danger here, but I'll just scoot her outside. Shouldn't be a problem. And unfortunately, he's going to go after Chad, but even though Chad is asleep, he apparently can still dodge. Must be a light sleeper. And I don't have the animations turned on for Astel because I wasn't planning on using him, but I don't really care that much. Alright. Ugh, not this. Yeah, this guy's gonna put your entire team to sleep. He's only got 3 uses of it though, so consider yourself lucky if he misses. This guy's got physics staff, which means he's gonna heal from a distance. That's also annoying. Yeah, at this point in the game, it's not really trying to throw too many things of difficulty at you, it's more just the nuisance end. And this is awesome. It's our first opportunity to use Air Caliber. This is a B-level magic. It's not included in any of the other games. It's wind magic, and it has a power of 8, and its weight is 2. So it's actually the best what do you call those? Like sacred weapon? It's like the best non-sacred magic you can get in the game. And it has a similar animation to Excalibur from Fire Emblem Just. It's really, really awesome, and I recommend that you give it to whoever your main magic user is. It's actually in the game code for Fire Emblem Just, but if you try to use it, it will cause your game to freeze, and instead of looking like a book of magic, it takes an animation of a ballista. I've tried it a couple of times. It just looks real silly. So if you want to investigate that, you're more than welcome to. I'm not gonna stop you. Alright. Nothing is difficult yet. I'm gonna try to be mindful about these guys, because obviously these are it's like the gauntlet right there. You have to be careful with who you pick to go through that. Anybody who can use a ranged weapon would be appropriate. I'm going to see if I have... perfect. I'm gonna give... No. You're gonna trade with Lance. Give him the Javelin, because Lance will be able to pick off a good portion of those guys from a distance, which will be nice. I can even use the Barrier Staff, which will make him... give him 7 resistance points against all those shamans, so hopefully they won't pose too much of a problem. Now, with the other half of my team that is effectively asleep. Let's see. Ooh, he's got a killer axe. That's tempting, but I'd rather not lose character, so I'm just gonna play it safe here and just use OJ. That's one of the things that this game likes to do, is kind of throws in those little random surprises. You wouldn't think that a common fighter character would be carrying a killer axe just as a regular enemy, but they do. And they will kill you, so... Alright, I'm gonna send Geese up this way. I don't know if that sniper will come after you. He might. Apparently this archer is. Geese is the dodging fiend. Oh, I hope this guy misses, because that would be a really poor place for him to be. Stuck in between that hallway. Ugh. I do have Alan with me though, so I do believe Alan has the constitution to... There we go. Alright, we're not doing too bad. But unfortunately, Chad's pretty useless, so what I'm going to do instead, so I don't have to dilly-dally, I'm going to rescue Chad with Clarine, and then we'll just have him work his way down instead of up, because that seems like the best course of action at this point. So we got Air Caliber. This chest gives us Flux. So was that perhaps an illusion? I don't know. We did see a shaman that looked recruitable, so who knows? Alright. And that seems pretty set. I'm gonna use the barrier staff like I said. I don't use the barrier staff in many of the games, but I don't know. Figure might as well try it out for strategy, and that way I can take down these shamans. Oh, come on. It's nice though, at this point, only one of them will be able to attack you at a time, so you don't have too much to... Oh. Douchey AI, that's all I can say. Like I was saying, it's nice in the gauntlet there. Only one of them can attack you at a time, so you don't really have too much to worry about. But you will have to move before too long, because they will throw in some reinforcements real soon. I don't know what turn they come in on, but any reinforcement is a bad reinforcement, in my opinion. Alright, come on, Lance. One more! Excellent. He's got plenty of javelins, too, so this shouldn't be an issue. And I mean, technically, if he goes through and kills all these guys, we don't have to worry about anybody else along that line and just send our better units in. Kills both these shamans and these archers, then I'll be in good shape.